Welcome to the I'm Such a Pisces podcast. We're two friends taking an explorative journey into all things astrology and a little woo. I'm Christine. I'm a creative, intuitive counselor and coach, and astrology enthusiast. We Pisces like to wear all the hats. You can find me on IG at The Dreamy Piscean.
And I'm Shelby. I am a licensed social worker, a big feelings person, and a light skeptic. Here to learn all the astrological things. You can find me on Twitter at Shelby Tweeting, and being a Cancer rising on Instagram at Shelby Cooking Things. Welcome to our show.
Hey y'all. Welcome back to the I'm Such a Pisces podcast. My name is Christine.
And I'm Shelby.
And welcome to our show this week. We're back. We were on a little break.
Yay! Oh my god. Yeah, it's literally only been 2 weeks and I feel like I forgot how to do this.
I know. It's like,
what's going on?
It's like a little impromptu break. We feel like we needed it, a little life break.
Yes.
Life things.
Is stressful.
Yes, life has been lifing on us, and we just took a little break. So we're back, to wrap up the season. Like we're right at the end, but we're back to wrap it up. We got
really
today and next
you.
week. Yeah, not edging.
We're really just we're edging you at the end of the season.
Just hold.
You like that? Ooh, not yet. Things are gonna get so weird.
I love it.
Yay.
So how are you this week, my friend?
Oh, Christine.
Life.
I am in a weird way.
Yes.
That I'm doing so well on one end of the spectrum, which I will tell you about later. And then on the other end of the spectrum, my grandmother just passed away, so I'm very sad about that. Shouts out to our matriarch. And that reminded me that while I was talking to and saw some of my family this week, I realized for the very first time that my grandpa, who I did not meet, he passed away before I was born, but they were married, both of them Leos.
Oh.
Had 2 kids who were also Leos.
Oh, Leo family.
So many Leos. And so both of the boys are Leos, and then there's an Aquarius and a Virgo, I think. Anyway, but just so many Leos and 4 Leos in one family.
Very interesting. I know, that's a lot. Did they fight for attention? Right? Was it a competition all the time?
So it's my dad and my uncle and my grandpa. All of them were musicians.
Ah.
And then my grandma is also a Leo. I grew up thinking that she was a Cancer, but then I realized nope, her birthday is, I imagined her that way.
Right.
And it's right on the edge, but I'm nope,
she's
that's
a
not
Leo.
right.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is wild. Now, my grandfather, who was my only grandparent still living, is also a Leo. And I'm this makes so much sense because, you probably know. My grandfather was the pastor of his church for 46 years. So, back in the, the big preaching days and everything. And so I was that makes so much sense. Very much Leo. Yeah, spotlight,
100%.
Preacher, just, doing the things. But Leos, grandparent Leos are very interesting to find.
Indeed. And I had 2 of them.
That is wild. Wow.
So interesting.
Very cool.
But anyway, that was my little tangent. Other than that, 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. I'm a little sad about that, but there's some other things going on that are going great.
Yeah.
We're trying to balance it out. We're also trying to get our life together. Per usual, it's every week I'm okay, this is the week I'm going to get my shit together.
I love it. I love every week. It's it's a new week. I'm going to get it together this week.
I bought vegetables at the grocery store.
Yes.
I am going to stay on top of everything. And then we had to take 2 weeks off of the podcast.
Oh, no.
So I'm trying again this week. Wish me luck.
We're doing it. Look, I'm with you. Like, look, every week I'm like, we're going to get back into our routine. I'm like, and every week
girl routine.
falling further out of the routine. I'm like, girl, you're going to have to go back to work pretty soon. You don't want to get too far out the routine. Don't be going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, why?
It's so hard. It's so hard. Why did I stay up until 1:30 last night and then have to get up at 6?
Right.
Why did I do that?
Yes. All of that.
Because then other days I can work from home and I sleep until, don't listen to this, my boss, I can sleep until exactly 9 o'clock.
Yes.
Roll out of bed and be like, cool.
Well, why am I getting up early if I'm working from the house? Like,
why?
For what?
I think I realized today that I'm going to start having a problem because for the first time, I had to go do, like, a big in-person meeting thing.
Yeah.
And that I just, like, had not had to do that in a long time. And I showed up, and for the first time, I think, in my entire life, I was like, oh, I am underdressed on this occasion. Normally, I am an overdresser. Like, normally, I'm like, yes, we're gonna, you know what? I have a blazer. Why don't I wear it? Because I don't ever have an occasion to wear this shit. So I'm gonna put on my little blazer. I'm gonna put on heels for no reason. I'm gonna feel like a fancy bitch. And then now I've, like, fully acclimated to work from home culture. And today I showed up and I was wearing tennis shoes and a little appropriate summer dress, and everyone else was wearing slacks.
Aw, boo!
And I was like, I think I'm underdressed. I think I did not get the memo that I was supposed to be fancy today.
I didn't see the problem with what you had described you had on until the other people. I'm like, well, why do they have slacks on? It's hot outside.
Right.
It's the summertime.
And this was a 45-minute meeting. Like, it's not that serious.
Where's your sundress? Ma'am, where's your sundress?
Yeah. It was a beautiful day today. It was like a perfect 88 degrees. Oh my
God.
Oh,
wow.
Anyway,
yeah. Come on now.
That's
They were doing too
here
much.
Yeah.
They were doing too much. They were doing too much. It's not that you weren't doing enough. They just were doing too much. I'm like, come on now.
Good reframing.
What am I here for? But for a reframe.
Okay. Do we want to do our co-stars? I feel like I'm gonna have. Christine and I have already talked for an hour and a half.
I know.
We haven't done this in 2 weeks. We just had the funniest fucking conversation and didn't record any of
it. Y'all would have died.
Yeah. It was. You know what? Maybe we'll get back on that topic.
Maybe we'll come back to it.
But anyway, all that to say, I feel like this is going to be a very chaotic episode.
Yeah.
I'm going to get us off track at some point.
We love it.
So let's see what Co-Star has to say about it. Ooh. Oh, I forgot I saw this earlier. It's a good one.
Ooh, come on with it.
And then I have a story to go with it, but I'm not sure if I should tell it on air or not.
We want to hear it.
Okay.
We want the story.
My co-star says, spend as much time as possible doing what you like.
Yes. Oh.
Okay.
There's a giggle that comes with it.
Do you want to hear the story?
I want to hear the story. Absolutely.
Okay. We made him wait 2 weeks for an episode. I can tell a raunchy story on
Story
air.
time.
Mom, or anybody who's a coworker or former coworker, go ahead and please turn this off.
Just skip this section. Skip this section.
Yeah. Okay, so this morning, I woke up somewhere else, elsewhere.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Outside of my home. Mm-hmm.
And I was there by myself, and I had to get up and go to this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like I don't know, 8:30. I needed to be there at 9:30. It was really only going to take me like 20 minutes to get dressed and like 15 to get there. So like I had a few minutes, but I was, you know, you like, I love to be a languid bitch. Like,
listen,
I will stay in bed until the last possible moment.
The last.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at this like standstill where I'm like, well, I could get up right now and have like not be rushed and be like whatever, or I could stay here a little bit longer.
Yep.
And do what Christine and I were talking about before.
Mm-hmm.
Before we turned the mics on.
Yes. The morning is the best time.
Right. I was just like, you know, I've got 15, 20 minutes to just like, and I was like really debating, and I was like, no, you should probably get up. You should probably just go ahead and get up now. You won't be in a rush. Like, you know, it always takes you longer than you think it's going to. And then I said, wait, I have a solution. I'm going to open my Co-Star and see what my Co-Star says I should do.
Oh my God.
And I opened Co-Star and it said, spend as much time as possible doing what you like. And so you know what I did?
I did what I liked, okay?
I did what I liked. I did what I fucking liked.
This is like a Pisces moment of the fucking week right now.
Man, throwback. We have not had a Pisces moment of the week in so long, but man,
this is
that was it. And guess what? I was late.
Yes. But I felt great.
Late. Like I knew I was going to be late, but I walked in and I was like, I'm glowing.
Glowing.
I feel so much better. Oh, man.
Whew.
Yeah.
I will never regret being late.
For that?
Taking care of myself, okay?
Exactly. Okay? Doing what you like.
Doing what I like. Doing what I like, okay?
What I
Listen, never gonna be an issue. I'm not mad at it. I think everyone should. Start your day right. Start your day off right.
Yeah. I feel like more like a Pisces than I ever have. I think something about my current lifestyle just feels so Piscean. And that was it in a nutshell.
Listen, I love it. I will tell you, I feel very kindred in spirits with you here because anytime that I make that decision, it always takes longer than I think it's going to take. And then I just don't give a fuck. I'm like, you know what? But I feel great.
I sure did relieve some tension, though.
Relieve some tension, some stress. You know, it's a mood boost. Like, this is for y'all, honestly.
Right.
You benefit from getting me in this spate, okay?
You didn't want to interact with me, like, before.
You didn't want to interact with that girl. You better be glad.
No. She was very repressed over there. She hated it.
Okay, listen.
Now we're languid. We're chilling. We're not rushing through anything.
We're glowing. We feel uplifted, you know?
Precisely.
I don't see the problem.
So anyway, what about my? Oh, I didn't even read.
Yeah,
my
let's
do's
get into them do's and don'ts, girl.
Woof. Okay. Let's see. Do cartwheels.
Yeah, I bet you wanted to do some cartwheels. It's like, yay!
I'm like the after in the like depression medication commercials. Like,
yeah.
Everything's fine now.
Yeah.
So great. Okay, cartwheels, boombox.
Yes.
And choreography.
Do my TikTok choreography over here.
I was like kind of trying to do whatever you were doing. God damn it. We need to remember to
We got to get the video. We got to get the video together.
What? is happening? Earlier, I was like doing a toothbrushing motion before we were on air, and it just looked like I was jerking off a couple of dicks.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Okay, all right. Let me reel it in. Don't. Small spaces. Hate it. Oh. I should have read further. Lever hitting.
Oh.
Okay. And hit snooze.
Well.
Maybe I should have read a little further.
So we got to the first line and we were like, oh, I got permission. We're going.
I got to give my dad. Clearly, I was looking for a sign.
That's all I needed. I didn't need to see them don'ts.
Nope. Sure didn't.
I love it.
Anyway, do you want to give us your co-star for the week?
Yes, I will give you, but mine is not as fun as like yours.
Such a tangent, but it was well worth it, I think.
Yes. So my co-star says, you already know how relationships should be.
I had that one a while back.
Did you have that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
something very similar to that.
Yeah. This felt like kind of a confirmation of some decisions I've made. You know, I've chosen to separate myself from some folks, or from a person in particular, not necessarily from people, but
she's doing great.
Yes, I am
very strong.
As of tomorrow, I will have hit the 21-day, habit forming.
It's like a cleanse.
It's a cleanse. So,
it's a cleanse.
At this point, we're just like, hey, it's just a thing that is now. And so, I feel good with that. I don't know if we'll be in contact again at any point, but, I feel very solidly back in my own space and routine.
Speaking of glowing, by the way.
Oh.
she's glowing.
I appreciate that. Like, you just gotta get back to yourself sometimes. You gotta get back to yourself. Mm-hmm. So that is what I've been doing, and so I feel good. I feel strong. So it's a good thing. My dues, book crushes. Okay. Cute. I've been thinking about spending some time at the library. The library downtown in Nashville is like one of my places. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's not weird, but
It's not weird.
It's a beautiful place. The downtown library in Nashville.
It's gorgeous.
I love going there, and just like spending, half a day and just being in the library, and checking out books. I need to return some books because I done had them for like over a year.
Better late than never.
It's like they have taken away the fine things, so if I just return them, I can check some out again. So I got them. They in the car,
Yeah, I got them for you.
They've been ready to be returned for like several months. They've been riding around. I just, it's me. I'm a Pisces. Yeah, they just ride around in the car with me.
Have you listened to the show? I'm such a Pisces.
I'm such a Pisces. They're in the car ready to be returned. I just need to drop them off. They have drop-offs. Like, you don't even have to get out the car, but here I am. Also, Little Spoon. I love being the little spoon. I don't get to be the little spoon much, but I like being the little spoon. Jumping jacks.
Okay.
I feel like those are probably necessary right now. I feel like I've been fairly inactive this week. Oh, don't. X's Instagram.
Ooh.
They're blocked. So, none of that.
That's right.
Everybody's blocked. Idealization. None of that.
That's another good one for
checking it out.
Moment.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Now, I've got some transits right now. A couple. I think I have if I'm thinking right, I think my sun is conjunct Neptune, and my ascendant is sextile Neptune. So there's some Neptune energy. So idealization, I'm like, oh, well, how do we avoid? How do we avoid? Neptune is all up on me right now. But we're working on it. And vengeance.
Vengeance.
I'm trying.
Christine's trying to take the high road, but it's hard sometimes.
As long as you leave me alone, I'm going to leave you alone. But I'm like, now, if you come for me, I'm getting into the dark magic. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm getting into the dark magic. Don't test me.
Christine's a fucking witch, y'all.
I'm a fucking witch. I did, on a witch tangent, slight witch tangent. I've been back on TikTok just a little bit.
Yes.
And so
Did you get on TikTok and it was like 34 messages from Shelby?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I don't care if you never
all of my backup
shit.
From Shelby.
Every time I'm going to send you one that I think is like, she'll see it one day.
Yes.
I don't care.
No, I got back into that. I think I've been playing around with some of the little stuff that people are doing, the little filters. There's a lot of AI shit going on, which has been very interesting. Very, it's fun. But there was one, I haven't posted it yet, but it's like this filter. Excuse me, I can't remember what the filter is called now, but the whole thing is like, all the witches are getting on there, and it's like, the filter changes your color. It's some kind of heat sensor or something. It's not a heat sensor because it ends up being like blues and blacks and stuff like that. But
like an aura.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's like if you're blue, then that means you're like connected to the spirits and the ancestors.
Oh, right.
And if you're red, it's like you have a blood bind with someone. And if it's black, you're like a natural witch. So of course, I do it, and it's like blue and black, and I'm like, tell me something I don't know, baby.
Right. Come on.
Like we are connected and we are witchy. Like it's here.
¿Por qué no los dos?
¿Por qué no los dos? Like why not both?
Why not both?
We are
I think
up
I have
in
to
here.
say that once every episode now.
Yes, we have to. I feel like it's like one of our taglines.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get it on a shirt.
Yeah. The merch. Yes. I'm like, look, pin that in our head. Write that down. Write that down with the red flag bikini. Yes. It's like, y'all ready for the merch? We about to pop out. Okay.
I've got ideas.
Should put it on the bikini. ¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both?
Why not both? Why not both?
Baby, you better get both of these titties and both of these ass cheeks. What are you talking about?
Why would you just want one?
Why would you just want one?
Okay. This is a ridiculous
Spread
segment.
the love. Spread the love. Okay.
Sometimes you gotta just over the other one. Like
sometimes you got to remind people, like, don't just get the one, get the other one. Look, she is lonely right now.
Is
So
there
get them
something
both.
wrong with this one?
Right. Like, hello. This is when we really need the video. We really need the video.
We gotta, I know. You guys, are you here? Hopefully you are. I don't know. Let's drive the boat and end this segment.
We're going to drive the boat, yes. Okay. That is the end of Co-Star. We're going to take a break, y'all. We're going to take a break.
We'll be right back. Welcome back, y'all, to the I'm Such a Pisces podcast.
Hey.
Oh, man.
We have such great conversations off the mic.
I know. We keep doing this. It's been 2 weeks since we've, really sat down. I just feel like there was a lot to catch up on. A lot happening. But we should have recorded the whole thing.
I know.
This would have made a great shoot the shit episode.
Oh yeah, definitely a great shoot the shit episode.
We still have content. Oh
I
my
know.
God, we still have relatable content. Do you guys remember when we were watching the Ultimatum?
It feels like so long for us. I know the last time you listened, maybe we were right there at, we're right at the end, right? We're right ready to get into these proposals.
And then we left you on this big-ass
cliffhanger.
For 2 weeks. We were edging you for 2 weeks.
Edging.
Yes. Maybe I should call the episode
Edging.
I just kind of gave up with trying to make the titles good.
Listen, let me tell you something. Edging I don't know if I can, like, that is a struggle concept for me. Because I'm like, like,
I want it now.
I don't know if I can, like, do that intentionally. Really? Like, now sometimes it's happened, like, see, now I'm about to get too like the vibrator go off, like the vibrator dies in the middle of the shit, and you're like, do I want to do this manually at this point after the vibrator?
That happened to me the other day. And you know what I did? I plugged that shit in.
Listen, give me 15 minutes.
Plugged it in.
Yep.
I said, I'll wait.
We'll start back over again. We'll start it back over again. We can get here again.
Like, let me find something else to watch in the meantime.
I'm dead.
This is took 20 minutes. Okay, great. We're going to really set the stage.
I'm dead.
And you know what? It's better. It's better when you wait. I always try to do it, and then I'm like, nah, fuck it. But, like, if you can do it, it's better.
This is a PSA for abstinence. Like, you know, it's better when you wait. It's better when you wait.
No, it's better when you edge a little bit. Even if it's unintentional.
A little edging just goes a long way.
Oh my god, this podcast just keeps getting raunchier.
Raunchy.
Let's talk about this show.
Let's talk about this show, though, y'all.
No, I just want to keep talking about jerking off. Okay, so no, I'm just kidding. All right. So, the proposals? That's where we left off?
Yes. Let's get into the proposals. So, in a very just overarching statement, I'll say that out of the 5 couples we had in the Ultimatum, there were 4 proposals.
There were.
That was more than I thought would take place.
Same. A lot of these came out of left field. I was like, oh, I thought last episode y'all were not good.
I thought that this was going to come to an end. So the first proposal we see is Mal and Yoli. The most perplexing, maybe, of the proposals. Maybe? No. I don't know. Maybe not most perplexing, but like...
It's fascinating to me because this makes so much more sense after I watched the reunion. Because I think some people were misled about some of the things that were happening.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I get it. But as a viewer, I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
You know her head is not in this anymore.
She is all the way in love with another person.
She's trying to have it both ways, and it's not going great.
Yeah. And I feel like it's Mal's, like, the Virgo sun that really comes strong and like, look, I'm not going to let this go until you tell me that you don't want this. So if you continue to tell me yes, I'm going to continue forward.
Right.
But, like, again, Yoli, you know, I don't know if it's the Leo sun necessarily that makes her, like, did she have some Pisces in her chart? I don't remember. I don't have the stuff pulled up either. But, like,
I can't remember. Honestly, the way she communicates is, like,
yeah.
Neptunian.
Yeah, like, there's definitely some Neptune energy there. Like, I mean, the Leo gives her...
wishy-washy.
Yeah, she wants to be swept away, and she was. Like, she was swept away with Xander. But, yeah, so she says yes. Which is also...
Yeah. Also a
surprise to me. Like, okay.
Well, and it felt... I had to watch it twice. And it's been 2 weeks now, but I had to watch their scene twice because I was like, well... Did she say yes?
Right. Right.
I was confused about whether she was like, oh, this is what I've wanted the whole time. But I never... And then they, like, leave together, but then I don't remember her actually saying yes.
Right.
So it was... I don't know. But then I don't know. They carried on as though they had.
They carried on as if it was a yes, and it was a long conversation. They were all kind of longer conversations to draw this episode out to an hour or 40 whatever minutes. But so she says yes. And I think the feeling, I was like, I don't want this for Mal. Like, I don't, like...
Yes.
I don't want
you see Mal as, like, a person with integrity. Like,
yeah.
Trying to do the right thing.
Yeah. So... Okay. So it's like, all right. Then we go to Tiff and Mildred getting their proposal on a cliff, next to the ocean. Just, I feel like an appropriate scenery.
Really, yeah. We see two completely... This is the most...
Volatile?
So volatile. But right now, we are on a high.
We're on a high.
And
so we've been... they've been... I will say they had been kind of... It seemed like they had been making some progress. There's some awarenesses happening,
Yes.
So they're ready to move forward, I guess. Mm-hmm. And they get engaged.
That they do.
And so I'm like, all right, again. Okay. Like, two more.
There was a lot of things. Okay, I can't remember if we talked about this on the last episode, but, like, I don't know if I can't remember if it was that same episode or the one before where I was like, we had just found out that she has a son.
Yes.
A special needs son.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, y'all did y'all talk about that? Like,
right.
Why was that not a priority before?
Right.
Because, like, that is a big lifestyle
That's why
change.
It wasn't a priority. Like, because they were focused on the fucking. Like.
Yeah, exactly. So much
focus on the fucking. It's like, oh, there's a special needs child involved. Okay.
It really, that whole concept kind of gave me the ick with this. I was just like, y'all, I'm sick of y'all. This is not going to work.
I'm sick of y'all.
And as we see, I might have been onto something.
Yes, as we come to the reunion. Okay, who was... I'm like, let me rewind. Who was next in the lineup?
Order.
Oh, I'm in the reunion.
Was this Lexi and Ray?
Lexi and Ray. So, I can't remember the scenery of their...
They were like... I think it was a very similar... They were all in those little outside benches. It was at night, though, I think.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so, Lexi and Ray get engaged. They do it.
Also, a huge surprise because Ray proposes because she was the one who got the ultimatum.
Right.
And I was just like, you don't seem ready for this at all.
Like we really want Ray to just go be by yourself, girl. Just like go get into you. Like just spend some time with yourself. Focus on you. Figure out what you want, what you like, what you need.
Right.
Do that. Like you got this young Capricorn on your ass. Like she's forcing you in.
She's even much younger than you, and she's like ready for it. Like neither one of y'all actually have it figured out yet.
No. Got this 24-year-old talking about we got to get your life together. We got to get it happening. Like girl, you're 24. Go finish developing your brain. Like
she'll figure it out in a few years.
Yeah.
And then oh man, I don't want to jump ahead, but I'm just like maybe they figured it out.
Maybe they did. We won't take too much time with these proposals because they were just it's a drawn out episode of proposals. So then we have Xander and Vanessa.
Yes.
In a beautiful garden. And this is maybe an outcome that Vanessa didn't see coming.
Man, Xander really... The whole thing, I was like, oh no, but surely not. Let her down so sweetly and gently. If you were gonna get broken up with, Xander should do it.
Let Xander do it. Xander could be a professional breaker-upper.
Yeah. And still, Vanessa was a kind of a bitch about it.
You know. Well, we know what her issue is.
We do. We sure do.
Yes. And so I think Vanessa was still... she was just so taken aback, honestly. She was like,
she really was.
I think
even after all this, like,
yeah,
you still thought
she just really thought she had this in the bag. She knew from the jump that Xander wasn't going nowhere. There was no competition, and again, this is very much the behavior of these kind of people, and just very confident in her. She's like, oh, let her go do whatever. That's cool. She gonna come back to me because. It's me. It's me. So
I'm amazing.
I'm amazing. Never mind that I'm kind of abusive in my behavior, but I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm a catch. So Xander did not propose.
Nope. That means they had to break up.
They had to break up. Now we'll get into just a few minutes on what happened in the in between. But then we have our last couple. Is it the last couple?
Yes.
Is that for
Aussie and Sam?
Aussie and Sam.
Yeah, another big surprise, frankly.
Listen, a big surprise. Now, here's the funny part that we will get into about Aussie and Sam. So Aussie breaks out with it, when she proposes, or they propose.
My God. I died. I was like, are you fucking serious? Here's a rock.
A rock! Now, granted, it's a crystal. But it is a rock.
But she, presents it in, this clearly condescending, haha, you thought this was going to be a ring.
In a rock form. Absolutely. Presents Sam with a, large rock. Sam reacts appropriately.
I don't know if that was just for the show, if that was editing or if she really made that face, but she was straight up just so mad.
I feel like any woman that has been waiting for a proposal and receives that as the proposal, that is the response that you will get.
That is the appropriate response.
There is appropriate response.
And then then it's a prank. I'm still mad at you.
Because listen, sis, meaning Christine, loves a crystal. Okay.
Of course.
And if you present me a crystal in ring form, that would be great. But you present me with a rock in a box.
What am I supposed to do with this? I got my nails done for this.
I got my nails done. What the fuck? I chew my nails. What the fuck? I done got my nails done.
Yeah.
Do you know how much a manicure costs these days? Probably more than that rock you bought. Probably more than that rock you bought.
Oh my God.
And how dare you? So we're all offended for Sam. Because after all of this, we went on a whole reality show. And,
and then I would have been tempted to say no. I would after
Seriously.
the ring actually came out. I would have been like, I'm reconsidering because that was a bad joke.
It wasn't cute. I wasn't amused by it. I am not amused. So Aussie and Sam get engaged.
Again, kind of a surprise.
A surprise.
Yeah.
What can I say? Sam is an Aquarius, so I mean, hey, different vibes.
Yeah, that's true. It's weird over there.
It's just we're gonna do something different, So I'm like, I think of all people, for someone to propose with a crystal, a rock in rock form, really in more of a raw form. Mm-hmm. An Aquarius probably would be the best person to do this with.
Yeah, that's true. It's different.
It's different.
And then
still.
you get to decide what it looks like, I guess.
Right.
Chisel that shit down.
Chisel it. Listen, now you can make something beautiful. Now, look, I'm not opposed to a crystal ring. Like, it ain't got to be no diamond.
No.
Like, let me not pronounce this on the show, but like, I don't want to lower my standards. But also, I love a crystal, and if you do it right,
of course.
Hey, I'm with it.
They're beautiful.
Yes.
I know several people that have crystal engagement rings.
Absolutely.
Or like just different kinds of stones or
yes.
whatever. And they're
Morganite. Hello. Get you some morganite.
Yes.
That is. If you're gonna do a crystal engagement ring, I feel like morganite is the way to go. Look into it yourself, right? Like Shelby.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes, get you morganite. And the meaning behind it helps, So like, if you're not gonna do a diamond, do morganite. That's all I'm saying. Let's do morganite. I love her. We love a rose quartz. We love a rose quartz, but morganite, I feel like, is a little bit elevated of a meaning as far as within an engagement ring. So just a little word to the wise there.
I'm not even divorced yet, and I'm like, man, these are cute. Somebody buy me one of these.
Yes.
Somebody marry me.
Marry me, bitch. No.
No.
Right? It's like, hold on, give me a little time. First of all, give me a little time. Give me a little time.
Yeah. I'm so good on marriage, actually.
It's like, I've experienced that. It's cool, but I'm good.
The ring is pretty.
Yes.
Ring is pretty. It would be nice to pick out my own engagement ring,
Ooh, yeah. I love that. I love a picking out your own. Like, just like, send you. I remember, like, no, this was an ex from years and years ago. This person is married now to another person. But towards the end of our relationship, we talked about, like, now here's what I like, okay? Let me just do what you need to do. But let me tell you the cuts that I like, Let me just tell you the things I like. Let me tell you the kind of metal that I like. So we just are on the same page. So you just give me what I want, okay?
Great. That's an important conversation to have.
Yeah.
If someone presents you with an engagement ring that you do not like, you should probably not marry that person if they didn't bother to ask ahead of time.
I mean, honestly, I just feel like if you're gonna spend thousands of dollars on something,
I want it to be something I was into.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm buying something that you don't like wearing on your hand. Because if you don't like wearing it, you might not wear it.
Right. And we don't want that.
We don't want you not wearing your ring.
The whole point is wear it.
Wear that shit. So, just get some input. You don't have to design the whole ring. Let them have a little say. But, look, this is the cut I like. This is the metal I like on the band.
Some parameters.
Yeah. Some people don't like real big stuff. Some people like a little more dainty. Get an idea of what they like. Take notice.
I think that's important.
Absolutely.
For anybody in the future that decides that they want to confess their love to me and propose to me, these morganite rings are really cute.
Beautiful.
I really love a very dainty ring, personally.
Yeah.
Gold jewelry.
Yes. Yes.
Give
I
me a
love
little
gold.
something to stack with it.
Yeah. Let me put a little nice band with it. A little, diamond crescent band.
But if you just want to buy me some cute rings, I'm always in the market.
We love a ring. Yes.
If any listener, maybe we should get a P.O. box with our money, and then people can send us weird little trinkets.
Send us rings, people.
Or what if they try to send us anthrax through the mail instead?
Oh no. No. Not anthrax. Oh God.
way.
Remember that? Anthrax was very scary back in the day.
It was terrifying. It was like you open it and you died immediately.
Right. Don't open your mail. Things. America. Fucking America.
Nothing sacred. Not even my fucking mail. Okay,
Not
we
the
should finish
fucking
this.
smell mail. Yes, let's come back. Okay, we're going to the reunion. We're going to the reunion. All right.
Okay. I'm trying to remember the order in which things happened. But so much happened.
So much happened in the reunion. Let's talk about the fact that at the reunion there were two couples. There were still two couples going into the reunion that we thought were together. Well, no, never mind. We had 4 proposals. So, going to the reunion, there were 4 proposals.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that.
So, we find out... by the end of the reunion, we find out that there's 1 couple left standing. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, by the time the credits roll...
there's 1. But before the credits roll, there were 2.
Yes, exactly.
And then we get a little, that little blackout, like, the script. These people have broken up.
Oh my god. It was so
goddamn!
dramatic. I was like, what? Since the shooting of this episode, like, oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know.
Yes.
Please. It was so weird, too. We got no explanation because they were so happy in the reunion.
And we're surprised. We were surprised that they were the people... The 2 couples that were left standing were a surprise. That those were the people that are still together. I don't know.
I kind of feel like Aussie and Sam are a given. Like...
Okay, tell me more.
I think Aussie has a lot of issues.
Yeah.
But I think they just get each other. Like,
yeah.
I think Sam is frustrated by Aussie, and I think that will be a long-standing issue in their marriage, but, like, both of them are the type of personalities where they're like, this is still the kind of person that I like. Like, I feel like Sam probably likes a little project.
Yeah. So I give it, like, Aussie and Sam. So Aussie is a Gemini, right? Sun.
Yes.
And Sam is an Aquarius sun. So I like that air sign energy, I feel like really helps them.
Vibe well.
Yeah. And I think the fact that Sam is an Aquarius and she just can kind of, like, not adapt, but kind of understand. Like, she just has a little bit more, almost grace for Aussie's bullshits. Or not bullshit, but just... Aussie needs to work through some things. Yeah. Like, it's bullshit, but it's like bullshit that you need to work on in therapy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because, she had that whole...
Sam's understanding.
Yeah. Breakdown in episode 8 or whatnot. And, like, we find out... I think I found out... I don't know if we talked about this again. It was a couple weeks ago that we last recorded. But the friend that was with them in that bar was actually, like, a life coach or whatever. Like... So she was like in some way trained to be able to help Aussie through this moment that they had.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like, interesting fact to find out later. And I think I found that out. I think I looked at the friend. I looked at their Instagram. I'm like, oh, she's a fucking life coach.
Oh, you did tell me that.
Yeah.
So. It was like, is that a friend who happens to be a life coach? Or did they invite this friend on for that reason? Or did they just meet this person?
Right.
And they were like, here's your new life coach.
Yes.
Literally, you've got big feelings.
Mm-hmm. Big feelings. Yes.
Lots going on there.
Yes. So, I think, if anything, their energies really helped them be able to, like, work through and kind of stay together in this. I guess we'll go ahead and talk about our other couple that before the credits roll are still together.
Yes.
Are Lexi and Ray.
Yes. They seem thrilled. They're excited. Lexi's like, I'm gonna let my mom plan the whole wedding, which also feels like a bad vibe. Like, I don't know, weird, but okay.
Yeah, I'm like, family members. It's just, it gets tricky. I'm so curious about what changed for them, like who did what realizations were had, right?
They really did seem like very upbeat, very positive,
right?
I don't know,
they just seem like good friends. Like, it doesn't give me romantic, it doesn't give me let's be together for life.
They don't have chemistry.
They don't have chemistry. Yeah,
they don't, like,
I don't see the spark.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I I don't know. Sometimes
I don't even see sexual energy, like no sexual chemistry at all.
Exactly. That I feel like I've been ruminating on that concept of like, do you ever just like see a couple that's like of two like good looking ass people that are together and you're like, man, I bet they fuck.
Right. Like, ooh, I know that sex is like, good. Good with a T, like, okay?
I don't need to imagine it, but it's like you sense their energy together.
Yeah.
Like, ooh,
none of
yes,
that.
Like no, they have zero of that at all.
0%.
And like, not that any of the other couples I think had it like through the roof or anything, but some of them, well, except for
Tiff and Mildred, honey. Yeah, they was fucking, okay?
God. They were explicit about
Sex
it.
on 100, yes.
It was a bit much for TV, honestly. They were fucking taking her bra off and shit on camera.
Right, it's like, oh, okay.
Y'all are weird. Are you gonna start an OnlyFans after this?
Right.
Like, okay.
Ooh, they was ready, honey. They was ready. Yeah, like.
So ready.
Yeah, but definitely these two giving, like, besties, giving, like, good friends. Definitely not giving people who fuck each other. None of it was giving, we like to fuck each other.
Especially after the whole Fingergate.
Oh,
thing.
God.
Someone called it Fingergate, and I was like, I'm gonna throw up. Like, help.
I'm gonna be honest, like, I think if someone, and I'm talking about Vanessa and Xander, I think if I was Xander in their place, and Vanessa's asking these questions, I probably would have got up and walked off camera. I'm just going to be honest. Like, you're not asking me these questions and you know we are on camera. No, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm walking away.
Intrusive as fuck, and it's weird.
It's
and
weird.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole scene, I was just like, girl, get off the camera talking about this. Like, I'm not doing this with you right now.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I really hated it.
Ugh.
So let's see. So speaking of which, do we move right on to Vanessa and
Let's
Xander?
talk about Vanessa and Xander.
What a transition.
Yes. So, I feel like we can't talk about Vanessa and Xander without talking about Yoli, and then therefore talking about Mal.
They're all
of this
together.
Is, intermingled. But Xander, Xander decided not to propose, and so Xander moved on with life. But we also find out that Xander and Vanessa didn't exactly cut it off afterwards. And now we're talking about a friendship. I'm like, ooh, Xander, girl.
There's some weird attachment stuff going on there for both of them, and I don't like it. It's very uncomfortable to watch.
No, because I feel like Vanessa is just like, cool. Oh, I got a way back in. It's like, I'll just take my time and work my way back in there, weaseling in there. We gonna be back. Vanessa does not seem like she has given up hope.
No, not at all. Not at all. And it still was like, part of this I was like, okay, what is she just doing for the cameras? Like, she doesn't, it's hard to tell how she really feels about anything. Like, are you just trying to win? Or, like, really play the victim here? But it's like, it was hard to watch.
Yeah. But so there's this whole discussion about, now Xander and Yoli connected after the show, which means Yoli and Mal have broken up. Like, they have ended the relationship. Yes. And, there was a comment made by Mal about, kind of watching things back and seeing how everything played out. And Mal's like, look, hey, now everybody gets to see how great of a fucking girlfriend I am.
Man, she was like, I won.
I won.
You thought you made me look like a fool, but actually, you look like somebody who's kind of a liar and doesn't own up to anything.
And we knew that Mal was going to come out on top. Mal, I'm like, girl, Mal gonna have so many hoes. Mal's gonna have wifey's, hoes, and everybody else in them DMs. Like, Mal gonna have the pick of the fucking litter. Yes.
It's good energy over there.
Yes. I'm like, listen, let me type. Like, hey.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Like, I'm in Nashville. You in Houston? Like, it's not that far.
God. You could be the healing presence that Mal needs.
I would get so much shit. Like, why does this person look exactly like the last person you dated?
Christine has a type.
It's like, what's a type? A whole type. Like, it's literally the same person. Like, yeah. And a Virgo. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
A mess.
Okay.
So,
can't handle that.
Right. So then, okay, who we have left? Who is that? Who else is
that everybody?
Did we talk about everybody? Like,
oh,
okay,
Mildred.
Mildred and Tiff.
The
biggest
one of all.
Right.
Oh my god.
Mildred and fucking Tiff. Yes.
Mildred and fucking Tiff.
So
intense.
They did not stay together. Surprise!
It sounded like they had a restraining order against one another or something.
Things got intense. And the child was involved. I'm like, oh, okay.
See,
so things did not work out with the child with special needs. Like, okay, okay.
It's like, why didn't you mention that before? Did they not? Like, were the producers just like, we'll wait and see if that becomes something we can throw in there? But, like...
That's a very important piece, especially when you're talking about marrying somebody.
Right. And hopefully it's for, like, the kids' sake that they didn't, like, mention him much at all. But, like, it's also... You still did eventually, so it's like feels a little exploitative either way. I don't know. I don't love it.
Yeah. So I'm happy that they figured out that was not going to work for them.
Yeah.
And they decided to part ways.
Do you think it'll last though? I really feel like they're gonna be back together and engaged. I think this is a lifelong thing.
These are people. I feel
twin
like
flame shit.
That
they have not learned their lessons.
I think if people understand, like, look, we have some mad sexual energy, and like if you can interact on just that level and not take it. And not get your feelings out, and that's very difficult. That's very difficult to do.
It absolutely is.
But if you can engage in that level, I think that's the best that they're going to get.
Yeah, I agree.
And that awareness is going to be helpful to know that. But I think a lot of people don't have that awareness, and then
it's gonna take them a while to get there for sure.
Yeah, they're gonna keep fucking. They're gonna be in a toxic pattern, and they're gonna have to figure it out. But yes. So,
that wraps it up.
That wraps it up. So now, when we get to the credits, we find out that Lexi and Ray have decided to end the relationship.
They gave us no information. They
Nothing.
Just said, by the way, after this aired, that was over. Tell me more.
Right, like, what happened?
Who broke up with who?
Right.
Where are they now?
We're happy for that development because we knew that was not on. No, they both need to. They need some more time. They both need some more time.
Yeah, they're not old enough to be married. I don't think anyone should be getting married. I feel like I'm only saying this because I am 30, but like before they're 30, like your
I think it's a
not
good place.
Yet.
Yeah, just give yourself the time. Like, let's stop marrying people in their 20s. It's just too early. It's too much life that changes.
Ari Lennox has that one song where she says, "Don't date him until you're 43." Like, honestly, I feel like you'll probably know yourself better at that age.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, just give it time.
It's hard out here.
Give it time. So I'm wrapping this quickly because I got to take a little break.
Of course. But, I know how it goes.
Yes. I think, that gives us our Queer Love Ultimatum, y'all. Let us know your thoughts. Yes. Yeah. Did you watch it? Tell us what you thought. Tell us the couples that you thought were going to stay together. If all of them should have broke up, probably. Right. But let us know what your thoughts are.
Tell us what we should watch next. Christina has been throwing around I said we should watch Jersey Shore. She said I should watch Vanderpump Rules.
Oh.
What else should we watch and talk about the astrology of? Like, tell us what kind of trash TV only, though, okay? Like, nothing quality.
Right,
okay?
right.
Like, don't give me a scripted drama.
Yeah,
I'm also watching The Sopranos. Like,
yes, classics. Tell us what we should watch next. Give us some suggestions. We'll all watch it together. Let us know, y'all.
Yay. All right, let's take a quick break and we'll come back with our meets.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. We are back with the Dundies.
The Dundies! After so many adventures to get us here. And now it's time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all.
We're giving out the end of season awards.
Yes. So listen, I mean, if y'all aren't familiar with the Dundies, I mean, please go watch The Office.
Where have you been?
I mean, where have you been? I mean, I know everybody's not into The Office, but I mean...
No, it's so cute. You have to have seen it at least once.
Come on now. It's hilarious.
I understand. It's like a little much if it's, but like you gotta watch it one time.
It's so great. I don't know.
It's cute.
Like I feel like I might need it. Like on a bad day, watch the fucking Office. Like
it is comforting.
It's a mess.
When you've worked under a lot of Michael Scotts in your time. It's
people that just don't know what the fuck they're doing. But are in management and supervising you.
No. How did you get here?
How did you get here? Yes. The Office is for you. Yes. So if you're not familiar with the Dundies, we're doing superlatives. Maybe you know about superlatives from your high school career. So we are getting into the AstroDundies, aka the Astro Superlatives.
Oh, the Dundies.
We're giving out awards.
I can't wait. It's going to be so good.
Yes. So that's our meets for this week. So we have lots of awards. Everybody wins, okay? We're millennials, okay? Everybody gets an award.
Everybody's going home with a prize.
Yes.
You might not like the prize that you get.
But you're getting a prize.
That's not my problem.
Take your ribbon and go, okay?
Okay, this is how... Did you have any superlatives in high school? Did anyone give you a superlative in high school?
So listen, let me air out my... So this year is my 20-year class reunion, BTW.
Okay.
I'm old as fuck. Also, that 20-year reunion comes up on you, and you're like, I'm not that old, I'm 38. And yes, at 38, you hit your 20-year reunion.
Yeah. Man, you don't really think about that. I mean, I remember hitting my 10 and being like...
What the fuck?
Wow. And now I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to be closer to the 20 than... Yeah, and I didn't go to the 10.
I didn't go to the 10.
Yeah.
I will say, it's just TBH. There were not enough black people in attendance for the 10. So.
Yeah, that's fair. You can imagine. The 20 will be similar.
The 20, let's see who's. I joined the Facebook group, okay? I'm trying to see who's in. Who all gonna be there? That's what I want to know. Because at this point, I'm like, let's just join some classes. Let's do a joint situation. Let's do a 4-year period of, like, whatever. Like, I want to see everybody. I don't want to just see 2003 people. I want to see everybody. Right. So
older, younger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I remember when I was a kid, when my dad would go to reunions, and it started becoming like a selection of years. And that's what I'm looking for too. Yes.
Yeah, give me like, the 4-year period.
Yeah.
2 years above, 2 years below.
Yeah. Give me that.
Something like that.
I want everybody. I don't want just the people in my class. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
To answer your question, I did not get a superlative. One of my best friends got a superlative, which I thought should have been mine.
Oh, did that cause some drama?
There was no drama between us, but there were some little jokes. I'm like, she got friendliest, And I was like, how did you get it? Like, and I still, to this day, because my friend, I love her to death. Friendliest? Bitch, what?
Maybe you just know the real her. Is she like a Gemini or something?
She's a Leo.
Oh, okay.
So maybe was giving different energy than she was giving to us, in her friend group.
Yes.
But
the ones closest
right.
didn't get that. The show.
We saw the other side. But I'm like, friendliest? And to add to that, the guy that got friendliest was one of my crushes, also a friend of mine.
This was complicated.
Yeah, so I'm like
a new core memory.
Yeah, a new core memory. Like I get the inside out, like that little orb, like the new core memory.
Yes, every single time. Here it is.
Yes.
Yes. Usually when I say that, it's like something super traumatic that I'm like, oh,
a blue
yes.
one. It's blue, okay. Sadness. Yes.
Love that for me.
It's like I just want Joy to touch it one time.
Just once. Yes.
So she got friendliest with one of the guys that I really enjoyed. He is a friend of mine. He's married now. But I, to this day, will say...
Same one we talked about earlier, or...
No, so this is a different one. So this guy,
When Christine was in high school, she said, I'm just one of the boys.
Listen, the boys loved me. Like, I had come from... Like, I went to a magnet high school, and so I came back to my zone school in high school, and, all the things. So... This person was a friend of mine. Literally, we went to elementary school together, and he, the glow up was real. He was fine as fuck in high school, and he was good friends with a friend of mine, and my friend at that point in time, he was interested in me. And so he cock-blocked it. And yeah, like the guy, he asked my friend, he was like, hey, like, what's up with Christine? He's like, oh, that's my girl right there. That's my girl. I'm like, what? That's my girl? I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, you cock-blocked me from this. He's fine. Fine. Why does this keep happening to me? Am I cursed? So, I mean, that pretty much sealed the deal. So let's get into this fucking superlatives, okay?
Let's get it.
We're going to start with the classics.
The classics.
The classics.
Oof, okay.
Let's start off with Class Cloud. Who you giving it to, Shelby?
Immediate thought, Leo. Immediate thought is Leo, and I don't think it's because you just said that. I think it's because they want to put on they literally want to put on a show. And the class clown.
That's a great one.
The class clown was always cool too. It's like you wanted to be friends with that person because they were funny. They weren't like embarrassing themselves. Like, I'm giving it to Leo.
I love Leo. I'm also gonna give it to Sag.
Okay, that was my second choice. That would have been my second choice.
Here we go.
Yes, 100%.
Yes. We're on the same page. Class
Vibes. Absolutely.
All right. We're on the same page. So let's move to best dressed.
Ooh, best dressed. I mean, I've got to give it to a Venus sign. It's got to be Taurus or it's got to be Libra. And I'm leaning, I think it's got to be Taurus.
I'm leaning on the same vibes you're leaning. So I'm giving it to Taurus. Or Libra. I was like, it's a Venus sign. Because, again, best dress is going to be Venus.
100%.
Hands down. So, Taurus, Libra, y'all got it.
Absolutely.
Y'all got it.
Okay, I'm into that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Most creative.
I mean...
Now, this one could vary.
It could be, I think it could go to Aquarius. I think it could also go to Pisces, but Pisces doesn't always make themselves known to be a superlative. I think that's
absolutely.
It's like you kind of gotta slide in there and really figure it out.
Flying under the radar.
Lots of flying under the radar. Story of my life. Like, they had to make up a thing for me.
Yes.
Because everybody only knew one thing, and there was only 100 people, so they gave everybody a superlative.
Just like us.
Just like us.
Everybody
My
wins.
superlative was most likely to have bilingual kids, and that's because all anybody knew about me was that I knew how to speak Spanish, because
Shelby speaks Spanish.
I was a freshman in the Spanish class with the seniors, and they were like, "What is she doing in here?" I'm like, I'm just getting an A because I already speak this.
Baby, getting a fucking A. Easy.
Man, your girl only took 3 years of math, and she really needed the GPA boost, okay? Like, I had one skill.
I'm jealous. Like, you only took 3 years of math.
But now I'm stupid.
I don't believe it.
I took geometry as a senior in high school. I'm stupid. We're leading into the bimbo.
Okay, now I'm really curious how that happened.
Bimbofication of me. I'm good at certain things. I speak Spanish. I'm a very worldly lady. I'm very personable. I am not smart.
Okay, we gotta talk. Look, that's gonna be a tangent, so we're gonna talk about it off mic. But I'm like, how did you get a geometry at the last math you took? I'm like, I took that in 9th grade. Like, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it.
It's a long story. We'll talk about it another time.
Because I'm like, how did I end up in calculus?
I never got close. Anyway, so, okay, that's most creative.
Okay. Most creative? Okay. Let me think. Okay, I'm giving it... I can't decide on one, so I'm going... Pisces... Leo is one, because I feel like Leo embodies some creative energy. I want to say Cancer as well. I feel like our water signs can definitely get our creative energy.
I think Scorpio could if it was tapped in.
Scorpio,
the right way.
absolutely.
Like,
yeah. Scorpio can go a lot of different ways with their energy. They can be creative in a different kind of way, a dark way.
Superlatives that we have on here, because they would definitely.
That's the same energy, sacral energy. Let's talk about it. Yeah, it's the same energy. Yeah, so they will be right there. Trying to think if anybody else kind of gets in that creative space. I'm sure there are other signs. Forgive us, but you said Aquarius as well. I think.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, Aquarius definitely in that air sign way. Very, very creative.
Yes.
Let's go to funniest. Who do you pick for funniest?
I think this depends on what kind of humor you like. I'm going with a Gemini or an Aries, I think.
We're on the same page, because I was definitely saying Gemini.
See, look at us.
I was going Gemini.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah. I think Gemini, because there's just like the comedic timing that comes along with like the switch up of the personalities is like really great. And then Aries, because they're just like full speed ahead on this idea. Like,
yes.
I love it. It gives me the first person. I don't know what his sign is, but it made me think of Eric Andre. He's just like, what the fuck's happening? I don't know, but it's loud and ridiculous, and it's funny. And it's like, I think it just depends on the kind of humor you like, but that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I think it's very subjective. Everybody's got a different kind of humor. I like a lot of different humors. I'm into like some slapstick. I dated a Libra previously, and they were not into slapstick humor.
Sometimes
it's like anytime I want to.
It's a time and place thing.
It's like I'm like a Wedding Crashers, like a Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson. Like, I love that bullshit. Yeah. And they were just
you
not.
You gotta just take it for what it is. Like, you gotta understand that it's gonna be cringy, but you can still laugh at it. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
You can.
It's gonna be some fucking random titties in there.
Where did those come from?
Motorboating.
Why are we doing that? I don't know.
But hey, I'm here for it.
Sometimes you gotta laugh at stuff that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're like, oh no, that's not cool. Like sometimes you'll go back and watch a movie like that and you'll be like, oh no, this was made at a time. This wouldn't happen now. This wouldn't happen now.
I'm not gonna lie. I can still watch Wedding Crashers and still die. I'm like, Wedding Crashers is one of my all-time faves. I was like...
Sometimes that shit is funny.
It hasn't gotten old for me.
Sometimes it is just fucking funny. And you gotta, Yeah.
Owen Wilson is broken nose, weird nose. I love it. Vince Vaughn, tall as fuck. I love it.
Okay, so you said, wait, I'm sorry, tall as fuck. You love it. Oh man. Okay, so you said Gemini, and then who do you?
Gemini. Who did I say for funniest? Okay, hold on. Is there anybody else I have for funniest? I just feel like Gemini. I feel like it's more witty humor.
Totally.
Which I also love. Not necessarily slapstick, but like very much witty. Who do I pair with slapstick? Sag? I don't know. Like, maybe
chaotic.
Yeah, just all over the place. But yeah. Okay, let's move to like school spirit.
Oh yeah, who? Okay.
Who's the most spirited?
You could take this a lot of ways because I thought school spirit is all about like your school, and if this school is the astrology school, like who's the most?
Right.
Like, I'm giving it to Aquarius.
Giving
it to Aquarius because they're like, yeah, astrology, weird. Everything's weird over here. Like, I'm the most spirited about that, and little cult leadery.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
Very much like all about themselves. Like all about. We are spirited for Aquariuses. Yes. Right. I'm trying like school spirit. I feel like Leo could jump in here as well. Mm-hmm. As long as like their school spirit is like focused them. Like as long as their presentation of school spirit is like a big show, the big show. Yes. Like
okay, but also I'm looking at the next one, which is best hair. I'm immediately giving it to Leo.
That's definitely a Leo vibe.
Like,
yeah. I mean, lion, mane, you gotta have the best hair. I think Leo is gonna have the best hair.
It's gotta be a fire sign. Well, I don't know. Sag seems like they might have a little raccoon's nest situation going on, but it's gotta be Leo or, I don't know, anybody else that's like a little vain.
Wait, is Sag a white girl with locks?
Oh no, I think you're right. Ooh.
Like, I'm just asking. So, listen, okay. So, I used to work with this girl. I loved her. I adored her. I loved her. But she had one lock. She was a white girl. One lock in the back of her neck.
A little rat tail, if you will.
A little rat tail, if you will.
Okay.
But she would tell us about the transgressions of this one lock. And I'm like, this is why white people shouldn't have locks.
Your hair's not supposed to do that.
Your hair is not supposed the moisture that builds up. Like she told us one time there was a spider in there.
No.
She told us one time there was mildew.
No, shave it off, get it off of your head.
And I'm like, cut that shit out of your head. Like, it's not meant for you.
So gross, dude. Yeah, okay.
Like, we have dry hair as black folk. Like, as people of color. Like, we have dry hair. Your hair is not the same. Like, it's not meant for you.
It's really not.
It's okay. It's all right. Like, I feel concerned when I see honest. Like, we're not gonna get on white people with locks, but I
do because it's like
I feel concerned.
You're not well. You're not fucking well if you're doing that.
Your hair is not well. Wash it. Wash it.
Ugh.
Get that shit out of there. It's not supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah, we should move on. So, best hair, we both agreed, goes to Leo.
Leo gets best hair.
Most likely to succeed?
Most likely to succeed. I feel like we're gonna have the same
we gotta
answer.
Give it to Cap. We
Come
gotta
on.
give it to Cap. Of
Cap.
course. Daddy Saturn. Like, who the fuck else would it
Daddy
be?
fucking Saturn.
Every single
yes.
time.
It doesn't matter what they're trying to succeed at, they're going to succeed because they're gonna have goals. They're gonna be structured, they're gonna have goals, they're gonna get the shit done, they're gonna be focused.
Yeah.
They're on track for the goals. So Cap is getting most likely to succeed. Let's talk about biggest flirt.
Biggest flirt. Okay, if we're going men, we gotta go Pisces man, right?
Woo!
We gotta go Pisces man.
Dangerous.
I mean,
Pisces man. Definitely biggest flirt.
And I mean, I don't know. I'm a Pisces woman and I am notoriously flirty. People stay thinking that I'm flirting when I'm just being nice. Just being nice.
And that's part of Pisces energy, right? Like, people think you're flirting, but you're just being like yourself. You're being friendly, you're being kind, and people are like, "Oh my God, they like me."
No, have you never experienced just regular human love before? Like,
just genuine affection,
platonic, kindness. And really, truly, the answer is no. Like, so many people have not.
No.
And that's why we're here. That's why
we're all fucked up.
A little Pisces in your life, you know?
Just get just a real friend. Just genuine compassion.
The Real Friend app. We are the Real Friend app. This is it.
Real Friend. Look, is this another product coming from the Such a Pisces podcast? Real Friend app.
No,
just a real friend.
That was the Kid Fury thing. Do you remember when they were doing that? That's like, I haven't listened to the read in so long, but that was a Kid Fury. I did not make that up. He was
okay.
He had a whole concept about like celebrities being able to like phone a friend, and, like having an app that's like for real people. Like, don't give us your iOS press release. Don't
Yes, big Sag energy. Yes. I love it. That's very Sag of him.
It is,
yes. Jupiter,
Precisely.
Like, we're humanitarian. We love the world. I love it. Come on, Kid Fury. We love you, Kid Fury. Okay. Who else do I think
for biggest flirt
is biggest flirt? I mean, I feel like we have to give it to Libra as well.
Oh yes. Absolutely.
Libras love. So they're always open.
I also
to a new love interest.
I agree. I also think a low key, like a sleeper big flirt is a Scorpio.
Yeah,
it's like a little.
Absolutely.
I think they're always like looking for it, but they're bad at it. Like, they're always trying to flirt, but they're not actually that good at it.
Yeah. Because also they got to get into their investigative, piece as well. So, like, they want to flirt, but they got to find out everything about you.
Do we have time for a tangent?
Tangent?
Okay.
Come on,
Remember I told you I had a Scorpio story? My mom is a Scorpio. Okay?
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you a story about my mom, and I just want you to remember that woman is a Scorpio. And sometimes she shows it in these, like, oh, I see kind of ways.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I see you.
So, I'm recently divorced. I've been, kind of like seeing some people out in the world, and I had a conversation with my mom about seeing a person out in the world, and she was just checking in and was like, "Hey, so how's that going?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's good. We're still hanging out, whatever. It's cool." She's like, "Okay, all right." And then we just move on with our conversation, right? So that was on Saturday. That was on Saturday when I talked to my mom on the phone around 2:00. Let's rewind a little bit. Earlier that day.
Earlier in the day. Previously.
I am seeing a person out in the world, and I'm indisposed. In the morning, after having seen a person out in the world the evening before. Okay?
Hey.
So it's like 10 a.m., I don't have anywhere to be. I'm indisposed. Things are happening.
I'm indisposed.
And while I'm in the middle of being indisposed, this person out in the world that I'm hanging out with looks over onto the bedside table and says, "Hey, your mom's calling you. Do you need to get that?"
No.
And I said,
No, I don't.
No, I do not need to get that right now. Thank you very much. I'm going to call her back in a couple hours when I'm done
I'm
with
new.
this. All right, well.
The titties is out.
They are. Also, let's get spicy. My hands are tied up.
Oh.
So I'm in the middle of some shit. Okay.
I'm busy right now, Mom.
I'm so busy right now, Mom. I cannot call you back. Good God. I hope I actually kind of do hope she would listen to this. She would think it was really funny. Okay. So.
we love Becky. Hey,
Becky. Okay, so it's 10 a.m. She has called me. Things are happening. I'm like, I'm going to deal with that later. A couple hours later, it's like 2 o'clock, and then I'm calling her back. So whatever, we go on with our conversation. It's no big deal. Then I see her the next day at a 4th of July gathering, and I got there a little late, but there was a pool involved, and so I'm like getting in the pool. I've got my little drink. My mom and I are like chatting it up or whatever, and she's like, I can tell she's already had a couple of drinks, right? So, first of all, no, she's fine. She's just like, she's probably had 2 drinks. She's probably feeling good. She looks at me and she goes,
yes.
I have to tell you something. And I said, what do you have to tell me? She said, well, you remember a couple, so we talked that day that I told you about, like, when she had called me and then I called her back later. We had also talked a couple of weeks prior where she had asked me about this person out in the world that I'm seeing. And she said, oh, didn't you say that they lived close by? And I was like, oh, yeah, they were, like, right down the street from me at, like, this intersection and this intersection. And she's like, oh, yeah, I know right where that is. That's super convenient, very close to you, whatever.
Oh, God.
This bitch. At 10 a.m., she was driving down the street where this person lives.
Oh, while you were in the midst?
And she said, I didn't know which house it was, but then I saw your car parked in the driveway.
Oh!
And I was like,
I'm dead.
What's happening? I feel like I'm in high school again. My mom used to do that shit to me when I was in high school, too. And it was crazy because she would know I would say I was spending the night somewhere, and I would actually be somewhere else, and she would drive by and realize that I was not where I said I was, and she just would be like, well, Shelby's lying to me again. And just never said anything to me. What? But I guess,
listen,
I always ended up coming home safely. I was always in one piece, so it was fine. But anyway, I was like, I'm having a repeat of an experience from childhood right now. You're crazy. Listen. I'm never telling you anything. And she was like, oh, you don't have to. The way that she asked me with such casualness, knowing that this was her plan the whole time. Didn't you say he lived close by? Didn't you say they live close by? And I was like, oh, yeah. Wow. I'm just over here blabbering, like, yeah, this intersection. I've got no clue that this bitch is plotting on me.
I'm pulling up on you.
And,
put some respect on my name. Hey. Becky said, put some respect on my name, okay? I'm pulling up on you.
She's not trying to catch me in the act, but she's curious, and she wants to know. And she knows, you know what it really is that she knows me, and she knows that if you do not ask me a direct question, I am not going to give you a direct answer. And she didn't want to ask me if I was sleeping with somebody, and so instead she's like, let me just,
I'm gonna find out. Did she say she was a Scorpio? Yeah, Mom is a Scorpio. Becky is a Scorpio.
She's gonna find out.
Look, Scorpio, like, enunciate. Scorpio.
Most Scorpio behavior. Anyway.
Most investigative Scorpio.
So you said investigative, and I was like, let me tell you some investigative shit. Okay, is that a superlative? Because it needs to be. If not,
honorary superlative. Most investigative goes to Scorpio. We already know. Best detective. Scorpio.
Crazy. Anyway, I thought you would get a kick out of that story. I probably revealed too much on air, but, you know, I don't know.
Look, we'll take another tangent next week. We'll talk about more of that Scorpio energy, because, look, I mean, I've probably told you on a personal note about my mom being a spy, like a whole spy. She had a spy network when I was in high school. So we can get into it. We can't get into it this week because we got to get through these Dundies.
So sorry.
But, like,
that was a long tangent.
No, that was perfect. But, like, I'm not going to go into my mom being a whole, like, having a network. But it was a network of people.
You understand.
Yes. Listen, I was spied on my whole youth, so I understand completely.
Concept.
People rolling up on you talking about, I know you was here at this time and this date, and I'm like, what the fuck?
This is crazy. Do you have a tracking device in my car?
Right.
I had a friend who did have a tracking
device. Listen, before Progressive had them little tracking devices.
It's a real thing.
There was a tracking device on my car. I didn't even know it. Crazy. All right. So here's one we got, we might have to think about. Let's talk about the best couple. So this is two.
I have.
So what signs do you see together?
I have two. Selfishly, I'm a Pisces who loves a Taurus, and I think we balance each other out very nicely.
Yes.
Whether it's best friend Taurus, people with Taurus rising placements, I think that's a good combo.
Pisces and Taurus is always going to be great.
You know what else I think that might be weird is this is giving like mom and dad energy. I've got Capricorn and Cancer. Perfect opposites.
Absolutely. Like astrology, like mom and dad. Like literally. Mom and dad. Daddy Saturn and mommy Cancer. Like mommy Venus. Okay? Saturn and Venus. Absolutely. Like quite literally.
It's good.
Saturn and Venus, Capricorn and Cancer, direct opposites. It works. You
got any other runners up?
Let me think. Okay, so I had a thought earlier. I'm trying to remember who I put together. I put together Aquarius and was it Gemini?
Ooh, air signs. I honestly
air
too
signs.
Much air for me. Like,
yeah. Ooh. Look, I can't do it, but
they can do it for
clearly.
each other.
They can do it for each other. They work. We saw it on on the Ultimatum. Aquarius and Gemini. They stuck it out. Again, Aquarius gets that Saturn energy a little bit, gets that Uranus energy, like a little spontaneity in there.
They seem like a fun
and Gemini, yeah, like they're gonna have a good time. Gemini is definitely gonna bring the fun because Aquarius is a little more reclusive in and of itself, but Gemini is definitely like, let's get out, let's do the thing.
I can see them being swingers together.
Ooh,
really enjoying it, They're all communicating about it really well, very deeply. They're not afraid to get into some weird shit. Like, I could see it.
Best open relationship. Yes. I'm here for it. Yes.
If you're in a poly situation, I feel like Gemini.
Best poly.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay.
I'm here for it. Okay.
What about Heartbreaker?
Oh, yeah. Heartbreaker. Sorry, I read over there.
Okay.
Heartbreaker. So I'm gonna give Pisces a heartbreaker. Maybe Pisces men especially, but also Pisces women kind of give it.
Absolutely, and it's for the exact reason I was on the exact same page because of what we just talked about. Like, they're breaking your heart because like you think we're flirting and we're just being regular. We're just, this is just how we are. And you're like, oh my God, I'm in love. It's like, no, but I'm not. Right. I am gonna ghost you if you get too aggressive and weird. if it does seem like you're like
too much,
you're flirting back. It's like, oh, now you like me. Oh no. I was just being nice, and now I'm gone forever.
Yeah. See, it's like, my Pisces versus, mixed with that Aries energy is like, I want to chase you a little bit, and if you give me too much at first, I'm like, I'm not into it.
Not into it.
I'm not into it.
Or do we just have anxious attachment?
Ooh, listen, let's get into the therapy side.
We don't have time for that today. Maybe both. We'll just leave it at that.
Definitely some anxious attachment, but yeah.
Same. Okay.
Definitely. So Pisces definitely gives me heartbreaker. I'm trying to think of anyone else. I mean, Aries gives me, I just mentioned Aries. Aries definitely is into it in the beginning, but like, Aries likes to start things but don't like to finish. So,
right.
They might break your heart because they were very in,
so in,
and then they were out. Yeah. So Aries gives me that similar energy of a heartbreaker.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyone else in a heartbreaker? I mean, I feel like a lot of signs could be heartbreakers.
I feel like
honestly.
a Gemini could potentially.
Gemini,
also,
yes.
Coco's on air.
Hey, Coco! Oh, doggy love.
She just got home from the dog park. Jesus Christ! All right, okay. I love you, Coco. I love you. I've been here the whole time.
What is Coco sign?
Oh my God.
Because Coco loves to come in and give kisses.
This bitch is a Leo. She's such a Leo.
Yes.
And you're trying to eat my own customer. Get out of here. And you're all wet. Oh my God. I love her though. She made it. She makes a great little pop-in guest on the pod.
Yes. Oh, I love it. Okay, last sign I'm giving heartbreaker to is Sag.
Oh, yeah.
And because Sag is gonna give you like, again, I always give Sag Papa's a Rolling Stone. Like, like they're there and you fall in love and then they are like, but I gotta keep it moving.
I'm so curious about that, especially considering that your dad is a Sag.
I know. My dad is I'm still trying to get it. I'm still trying to put it together. He has other pieces. He has other traits of Sag. But like that piece is not like the commitment piece. That's not for him. Like he is very committed, and I think that's the Virgo placements in him. Like he's very committed.
Virgo placements are so strong. Like they're taking over
They're
your
very
whole
strong.
chart, whether you want them to or not.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Most likely to be famous.
I don't know. I think there are a lot of Leos.
Definitely Leo's gonna get
but
this.
I also feel like maybe there's some sleeper ones here. Like Gemini, I feel like also could be good. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. I'm trying to think. Like, is there anyone that we haven't mentioned that, like, sleepers in this famous category? I would say, interestingly, on the television that I'm watching currently, I'm seeing some Cancers. And I think Cancer is definitely a sleeper in this category. Because I don't feel like Cancer is a placement that is like fame.
No.
Like let me be in the spotlight. Cancer is very much about home and like keeping the people close.
Interesting.
But I have seen some Cancers on television lately that I'm like, oh, interesting. Didn't put Cancer with that. But maybe Cancer's a thing, depending on the situation. I feel like fire energy is great for famous, like fame. I feel like air energy, fire and air are best suited for fame. I feel like.
I agree.
They're more extroverted energies.
Definitely not an earth sign.
No.
And if you are,
in
you're
water
like
signs, we got too much to hide.
by accident. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
What do we think about friendliest.
Ooh, okay. I would give this to a water sign.
Yeah.
I would give this to a
Would
water
you
sign.
give it-
Or an
would
air
you give it
sign.
to
Or
yourself?
earth sign, sorry, earth sign. We've had our little personal story. I would give it to myself.
And that's okay.
I'm not always in my friendliest mode, but like I feel like I'm fairly friendly. I feel like Pisces are accepting of all.
Yes.
You know, so I
Across the
think
board.
we are very friendly. Yeah.
I agree
yeah.
with that.
But I think our Leos kind of fit. You know, again, my friend that got this is a Leo. I feel like Leos they're warm. That energy is warm, even though it's very like me. It's very warm energy, and it's it's kind of accepting. So like I feel like that energy is fits friendliest. I feel like Geminis get friendliest as well.
You know what? I agree with that because I think of like someone who I think one of my old coworkers was a Gemini, and he was like the first person to be like, all right, let me show you around, let me like show you what to do, like people included, and like we are very cool, but also like every once in a while I would see like, the other side and be like, you are a Gemini, I know you have this other side, like it's so like in the long term, yes, no, maybe, but then like even in, I don't know, he was still like a very, very cool person. I just like, it's that Gemini energy is just so upfront, helpful, and good at communicating, and like you're really charmed by it, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, I will say I want to take one more, and then I'm gonna have to take a quick break.
Perfect. One more. Let's see. We can wrap it here at Most Athletic.
Yeah, let's just take a little break because I just I need a quick break.
Of course.
So athletic. I mean, I'm gonna give to Aries. Aries has all the energy.
Mars.
Aries is very Mars energy drive. Boom, boom, boom. We going. Yes, absolutely.
We're on the same page there.
See, we're on the same
let's
page.
Take a quick break and be right back. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Okay. So we do actually we had a quick timeout. We're gonna finish the rest of these classic superlatives for you, and then I think we're running a little long today, even though you guys didn't get an episode last week. But then I think we're gonna save the fun ones for a little bonus episode.
Hey, you like a bonus.
Right. It'll be a fun time. It'll be just like some random off-the-wall superlatives. But for now, let's finish up the ones that we have, and then we'll get you to your stoner scopes.
We know you want to know what you need to smoke this month, okay?
Okay, everybody except Christine, because she can't do that right now. But soon enough.
It's okay, soon enough. I'll be back.
Soon enough. Don't you worry. Let's see. We've got so we did Most Athletic. Now, what are you gonna say for the smartest?
So listen, I know who thinks they're the smartest, okay?
Ooh, who thinks they're the smartest?
Aquarius thinks they are the smartest.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely, hands down.
Yes.
Aquarius believes that they are the smartest in the zodiac.
Absolutely.
Now, who is actually the smartest? I think, that's it could be a toss-up,
Well, and it also depends on, are we talking book smarts?
Right.
Are we talking
street smarts? We talking,
What are we talking about?
I would say air sign energy is definitely going to give you, they think. They're doing a lot of thinking.
Yes,
in general.
Absolutely.
Air
that
signs.
doesn't always mean you're the smartest.
Right, but they're just doing a lot of thinking. They're up in the brain.
Work so hard.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're doing a lot of thinking. And Aquarius definitely believes within themselves that they are the smartest. I don't know who I actually think is the smartest. I don't know that I I would give it to a water sign because we are feelers.
We are feelers. We are absolutely
We're definitely,
feelers.
yeah.
And
so we're not necessarily brain people.
I also, like, I don't want to give it to Libra because that gives
Yeah.
me sort of, like, I don't know, like, bimbo airhead energy. No offense, Libras. No offense. I meant that.
They're too concerned about love.
Yes. And it's really, as spoken as a Pisces, like, when you're easy to fall in love, like, your brain just kind of doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
You can know that it's happening and be like, yeah, I'm probably not doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now, but this brain can't change it.
Yeah.
Can't make it do anything else.
If you ignore the signs, then I don't know that we could give you the smartest, and,
so.
Spoken as a true Pisces, like ignoring the signs all day long.
I think I would give it to maybe a Virgo.
Yeah.
Like, they're not as, like, money driven and, like, career driven as Capricorn, but they are still, like, good. I don't know. That also is, like, kind of an organizational kind of smart, and then the next one on the list is most organized, and so I'm more likely to give them that, but I don't know.
Yeah. I would agree. I think Virgo is a sign, again, ruled by Mercury, so again, still in the head space energy, thinking and expressing thoughts. But Virgo is a earth sign, so again, they're going to think a little longer than maybe a Gemini, who is also ruled by Mercury.
Right.
And so there's a lot more groundedness in that energy. So I would agree. Virgo, as much as, we don't want to big them up.
Right.
Want to get their heads too big. But I would venture to give Virgo smartest.
Do you have anyone else in mind for most organized?
Capricorn.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think you're right about
Cap
that.
is going to be organized. Cap and Virgo, absolutely going to be very organized.
100%.
Yeah.
And then our very last one on here is the best singer, which I think I have a theory here. I think who thinks that they are the best singer is Leo. Because they like putting on the show, right? I think
Performer.
they think that they are the best. I think the sleeper, not because I'm saying this about myself, but I think the actual best singer is a water sign because you convey emotion in a very thinking, relatable, intuitive way. So I'm going to say either Scorpio or a Pisces because I know two of each who are both really good singers. So that's my thought process there.
I like that because I feel like that gets in the best singer, and you could kind of like have some stratospheres of like best singer, right. And I feel like definitely those give you singers that like provoke emotion from you,
exactly,
and that you connect into.
Frank Ocean, a Scorpio.
Oh, yes.
SZA, a Scorpio. Right? Like, yes. They're making you feel things.
Feel things. That's just the way you make me feel. That's Janae. But, or not Janae, Janelle.
I don't know what her sign is.
I need to find that out because I've been looking, she's got some new music out, new album. And so I'm like, what is Janae? Stop calling her Janae. Janelle.
You're just putting your names together.
Just putting them all together. Janelle, what is her sign? I'm going to find that out shortly. But I also, just on strict astrology, have to also give Taurus a best singer. Taurus is our sign ruler of the throat.
Yes.
And I think Taurus is at least in some way enjoy singing.
I agree.
Just as a craft. it makes me think of my nephew a little bit, and like his like singing happy birthday to me, and like him, I just, picturing him touching his throat, and I'm like, Taurus energy. And as much as I wanted to say it, the rest of my family is not as much as into astrology as I am.
They wouldn't get it.
It's just like him touching his throat is like, happy birthday. I was like, yes, sing it, baby.
So cute.
Such a little Taurus, and I'm a Taurus rising, so we definitely connect in that space. I love singing. I'm also Pisces. We're creative, and we feel, and we have the emotion. So like, music is definitely felt and expressed. But yeah, I think all of those signs very well embody like the Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus energy, give us good singers. Of course, Leo is going to give us great stage presence.
Yes.
They're definitely going to perform. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that would give us great singing energy. I think those are great. I think those, we have a few signs that are doing well on our best singer list.
I agree.
Yes.
So those are our AstroDundies. Be prepared for a bonus episode to drop where we give you, the fun superlatives. We gave you the classics.
The funsies, yes.
And we got more where that came from, so be on the lookout. We
definitely have some interesting categories for those funsies. So, if you didn't hear your sign, I hope we hit everyone a little bit. Sometimes I'm like, there's some sleeper signs in there that like to hide.
Exactly.
But I feel like we hit everybody for something. I feel like we did. Yeah, I feel like everybody got something.
Everybody got something, and if your sign didn't get one, then let us know, and we'll assign you one in the bonus episode. How about that?
Absolutely.
All right.
So
that brings us to the stoner scopes, baby.
Now it's time to get high, okay?
Hey. Except Christine can't. It's not allowed, but I can, and I will.
Shelby is enjoying for me. I'll be back, probably next month. Next month for Stoner Scopes. Well, we won't be back on next month for Stoner Scopes, so check out Stoner Scopes on your own next month. Definitely get on the Leafly website and, find out what strain is recommended for you for August, for September. I don't know exactly what month we're coming back. But definitely keep up.
We'll get there. We'll
let you know. With where we are. Look, I'm doing this as I'm, my page is trying to reload. We had a little slight blackout earlier. I did. Look, I'm trying to, things are loading. I'm trying to look. Like, are we blacked back out? No, our lights are on. Okay. Things are just a little slow right now. But as we get things loaded... Oh, okay. It's taking a little minute. We're getting our Leafly pulled up. And we'll hit you with some things you should be smoking on this month.
Recording?
Okay, recording.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
All right, y'all. We are back, and it's it's early in the month, so we are back with Stoner Scopes. We're letting you know what you need to be smoking on this month. I'll jump in later this month with what I'm gonna be smoking, but
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Leo, it is your month, y'all. Welcome to July.
Wait, it's not. It's Cancer. You skipped one.
It's oh no. What? Wait. Why is Leo featured?
Do you want me to read the Cancer one? I have it pulled up.
It is Cancer. Why did I jump in with Leo? It's my bad, Cancer. It is y'all's month.
Christine
I scrolled down too
I'm
much.
not doing this until I can smoke, and I can't smoke until Leo season.
Right. I can't smoke until Leo season.
Okay. let me read the Cancer one, and then
Okay, you jump in with Cancer.
The Leo one. Okay, so it's Cancer season. Hello, we didn't forget you. It's like it's no shade to the Cancers.
No shade, Cancers.
I'm a Cancer rising. Okay, happy birthday, dear Cancer. As the first water sign in the zodiac, Cancers are known for their nurturing, emotional, and protective natures. Crabs are the masters of creating a cozy atmosphere, wrapping loved ones in a warm hug while knowing exactly what they need before they even say it. Mommy energy. Yes. That was me, not the stoner scope.
Yes.
As the sun illuminates your sign during this joyous season, July brings a heightened sense of self-awareness and personal transformation. The planets align in ways that deeply impact your emotions, self-expression, and connection to the world around you. With the sun shining brightly in your sign, embrace your innate nurturing and intuitive nature, Cancer. Trust your instincts and lean into your natural ability to create a harmonious environment for yourself and those around you. The new moon in your sign on July 17th makes a potent moment for setting intentions and initiating personal growth. I'm going to put that in my calendar. Take this opportunity to reflect on your goals, dreams, and desires, and consider how you can manifest them with authenticity and compassion. Allow the gentle energies of cannabis to support your self-care routines and foster a deeper connection to your emotions and intuition. Remember, Cancer, this is your time to shine as you embark on a new phase of growth. Ha! Your strain this month is lavender.
Lavender.
Your ultimate self-care companion, designed to nurture your sensitive soul and bring tranquility to your world. Its soothing linalool aroma and calming indica effects. Lavender offers a gentle escape from the pressures of everyday life, allowing you to find solace and recharge your emotional batteries. That sounds so nice.
That sounds so nice. I mean, lavender, who doesn't love lavender?
Who doesn't
like,
love lavender?
So calming, so great for water signs, definitely for Cancer.
Perfect.
We love it. All right, now, Leo, since
On
I tried to
Leo.
start with Leo. Did I think it was July? Maybe so. Well, this is our July strain, so I'll give myself that. I just, apparently thought it was late July instead of early July.
Okay.
Leo, your July strain. You need a strain befitting of your regal attitude, Leo. Golden Pineapple is your invitation to indulge in self-care fit for royalty. With its delightful tropical flavors and uplifting effects, this strain is the perfect companion to ignite your creative spark and bring joy to your routine. Allow Golden Pineapple to unleash your inner radiance.
Radiance. Okay, yeah, that does sound like
very
a
Leo
strain.
energy.
All right, Virgo, your July strain. Just as you share a brunch with your closest friends, Virgo, indulge in a delightful pampering experience this July with Sunday Brunch. The strain that combines relaxation and inspiration in perfect harmony. Let Sunday Brunch stimulate your senses with its uplifting effects and tantalizing flavors of citrus and berry, setting the stage for a serene and rejuvenating journey. That sounds lovely.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try Sunday Brunch. Someone send it. Someone tell me where I can find Sunday Brunch because, I mean, do I love brunch?
Please.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Libra, a strain that generations have loved. Dutch Treat makes the perfect companion for your cannabis self-care rituals this July, Libra. With its serene and uplifting qualities, not to mention peppery terpene profile, this strain provides a gentle and introspective experience allowing you to dive deep into your thoughts and emotions.
Ooh, okay. We all need that from time to time, right?
A strain that works for you.
Right. Okay, we've got a little something for our Scorpio babies. Scorpio, mimosa will be your treat this July. The perfect strain for indulgent Scorpios. This delightful aroma and flavor, the delightful aroma and flavor notes of citrus and sweet berries will ease you into relaxation and rejuvenation. Let mimosa's uplifting and euphoric effects wash away the stress and bring harmony to your mind, body, and soul, allowing you to dive deep into self-reflection and emerge stronger than ever. Ooh,
Yes,
that sounds like a transformational experience.
Right. Shelby's getting all the brunch strains too. Like she gets
I know, right?
Sunday brunch, mimosa, like what else? Like she gonna get waffles the next one. She's
You know what? I would take it.
Chicken and waffles.
Like orange juice.
Right.
We're not mad.
We're not mad. Okay, Sagittarius. You can easily embark on a self-care journey with Super Silver Haze, a sativa-dominant strain known for its energizing and mood-lifting effects. This strain, a High Times Cup winner. Ooh. Okay, High Times Cup winner. Look, can I look? We'll find out later how I can get to the High Times Cup.
Someone send us a press pass.
Please send us a press pass. We would love to come.
I'll pay my own way there.
Yeah. We'll pay. Many times over. So they've won many times over for the Super Silver Haze.
Okay.
Inspires creativity and introspection, aligning perfectly with your desires for personal growth and adventure.
Okay.
That's great.
Sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to try it. Let's see. Now we've got Cap. So Capricorn, elevate your routine this July with Red Congolese, the strain that inspires focus, productivity, and introspection. Let this landrace strain, I don't even know what that word means.
I don't either.
Ignite your creativity and sharpen your mental clarity. Providing, this is such a Capricorn weed. Providing a clear pathway to self-discovery. Experience a harmonious blend of relaxation and motivation as you nurture your ambitions and prioritize your well-being.
We love this for you, Cap. I mean, I've never heard of such a Cap, like, centric strain, like, productivity. Like, who smokes to be productive?
I mean, I do, but also it's fine. I still want to be more relaxed than that.
Right. Yeah. I was like, all right. Let's move on to Aquarius. All right. Aquarius, prepare for the extraordinary self-care experience this July with ATF, the strain that sparks your imagination and sets your creativity free. Embrace the energizing effects of this legendary strain as it uplifts your spirits and fuels your passions for self-expression. And it just might make you shout the expletive it's named for.
Ooh, okay.
Fuck!
Fuck.
Fuck!
That's interesting. Fuck, that's good.
Fuck.
All right, so now we've got Pisces. Dive into a realm of tranquility this July with Northern Lights, number 5. A beloved and award-winning strain that invites you to explore your inner depths and connect with your intuition. Let this pheno of Northern Lights guide you into a state of deep relaxation, melting away stress, and fostering a sense of inner peace that sets the perfect stage for spiritual contemplation. This sounds like some Neptunian shit. Like
very
absolutely.
Neptunian. I mean, imagine smoking this shit and being like, you know, like what is Denmark? Where is it that you can really see the Northern Lights really well?
Somewhere
like,
in that area.
Somewhere in that region, like, and like I would love to see the Northern Lights, like just the Aurora Borealis, like, and smoke some good weed, like, oh my God,
I was just
heaven.
thinking that the other day. I think, I was watching that new Planet Earth documentary. And did a little, it's great, but it's also sad because, the planet is dying or whatever, but that's neither here nor there. Who
Let's
do we
talk
have
about
next?
it. Like, right. We can't talk about this episode, but let's talk about it sometime. Aries, y'all. Embrace the power of self this July with Harlequin, the ultimate strain to achieve balance and rejuvenation. With its high CBD content and gentle euphoria, Harlequin offers a soothing escape from the daily hustle, easing both physical and mental tension. Take a moment to indulge in this tranquilizing strain. Its therapeutic properties ignite your inner fire, restoring your energy and empowering you to conquer any challenge that comes your way.
Okay.
All right. Hey.
Okay. All right. Now we've got Taurus. It's time to indulge in some timely inner work. There's a lot of people that have to do inner work right now.
Oof.
I think that's...
Get to work, y'all.
All right. So Pink Kush makes excellent company for this blissful journey. This exquisite and well-loved strain, with its alluring aroma and calming effect, offers a luxurious escape from the demands of everyday life. Allow Pink Kush to pamper your senses, soothing your body and your mind, and embracing you in a state of deep relaxation, ensuring that you feel grounded and rejuvenated for the adventures that lie ahead.
I like the sound of Pink Kush. I don't know. Maybe it's just like Kush, it's classic and it's pink, and maybe it's just it's appealing to my Taurus rising. But I'm just like, ooh, Pink Kush. That sounds great.
Yeah.
All right, Gemini. Unlock the power of balance and self-care this July with Canatonic. That sounds like perfect for an air sign. Canatonic.
Really
Catatonic. Oh. The perfect strain to fuel your curious mind and nurture your emotional state. Known for its high CBD content and beloved among medical patients and recreational users alike, Canatonic offers a gentle and clear-headed experience, promoting relaxation without sacrificing mental clarity.
See, this actually, I always identify with the Gemini strains. I'm like,
yes,
that sounds
I feel
really
that.
good, actually.
Yes, everyone likes some mental clarity. Nobody like confusion. Like,
right? Nobody wants to be high and be like,
what the fuck's going on?
Actually, you know what? That's not true. Some people do like to do that. I met somebody over the weekend. I went to a little 4th of July gathering, and I met somebody who was like, you want to smoke? And I was like, this person is a stoner. Like,
dazed and confused.
They're just, like, classic. Like, you just look high as fuck. How do you function like this? Because I sat there, and we just, like, passed Jay back and forth, and I was like, oh, damn, I'm going to be fucked up. Is this normal for you? Okay. Anyway, they need this.
You're like smoking like, what is this strain? This is, ooh. I'm gone.
I didn't ask any questions.
You didn't have any questions to ask by the time you were done. Like,
I sure didn't.
I ain't got nothing left.
I got nothing to say. I got back in the pool and said, I'm high. Let me float for a little bit.
I am gone.
Yes. Speaking of being gone, you want to wrap up this fucking podcast?
We're gonna wrap up this show.
It is 11 p.m.
That's wild. I don't think we've recorded this late. Okay, I'm getting us.
Y'all are in for a treat this week.
Yeah, I know you missed us. So listen, y'all.
That's great.
We gonna roll into the spell out.
Spell out.
So listen, we're about to be gone, okay? Next week is our last week. And then we're out for a few months. And you have to wait for season 4. So listen, when I tell you, email us.
Email us.
Like, get us ready. Give us season 4 content. Write us, if you have questions, if you want to see some things from your chart, if anything. Email us.
Bonus episode.
Yeah. Tell us some things you're thinking about astrology-wise. Crazy shit. We don't care. Just email us. All right. So, if you're going to email us, it's suchapiscespod@gmail.com. And that is spelled SuchaPiskespod@gmail.com.
You can also find us at Such a Pisces Pod on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and of course on TikTok. I'm trying to remember to post TikToks every once in a while. Some of them have been doing all right. Some of them are just floating in the wind. So
hey, that's the nature of it.
See how it goes.
Hit or miss. Make sure you interact with our polls, our questions on Spotify. We'll be getting out some polls and things on other social media platforms. Check the Instagram, check the tech. I don't know if TikTok has polls, but I'll be putting up some stuff on Instagram later on in the summer. Please engage with those things. We want to get to know you all, get to know the things you want to hear about, the things you like. When I get to know you. Yes. So please make sure to engage with those things. We've got one episode left this season, and then we're off until season 4. So we want to get some great content together for you. We want to know what you want to hear about. So talk to us. Talk to me. Stigley. P.O. Box 963. I'm old. Okay. On
that note, let's get out of here.
We out, y'all.
Out of here. See y'all next week.
See you, y'all. Bye.